Been sent to spread the message. All right. God bless Texas.
Team Short-Term Rental University. How you doing? It's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University, and I'm coming to you live from Houston, Texas. And you may ask what we're doing here. If you don't know, now's the time to figure it out. We've been on a tour of meetups. We took a poll. We asked people that were part of our community who wanted to come and meet us and talk to us and other hosts and learn a little bit more about the business. And the response was fabulous. So fabulous in the fact that we decided not to do it in just one city, but we took the top 4 cities, actually 5. Vegas dropped out, not enough people registered at the last minute, but we went from New York, where we met 6 or so people, which was great, my backyard. Then we went to Los Angeles. We flew out there. We stayed in an Airbnb, which was really cool. This little bungalow in Venice. What a great community and what a great place. Like, I'd like to stay there every single time. And we met, I don't know, 7 people, 8 people, something like that. More than that, okay. Some really great hosts, some really great entrepreneurs, some people that are growing their business. And then today we flew to Houston, and here we are. We're checked into this Airbnb. Tonight we've got our single largest meetup. I think there's gonna be about 12 or 14 people. And that's largely because some of our community, our team, reached out to their friends, loved ones, other hosts, and invited them to come. So I don't think they're familiar with our YouTube channel. I don't think they're on our Facebook group yet, but my guess is after tonight they will be. And we really appreciate that, right? Like, the more the merrier. We can learn from one another. So if you guys aren't inviting friends and family and loved ones and, you know, your neighbor that also hosts to our community, please do so. We'd really appreciate it. And then tomorrow we fly to Chicago. We have a meetup there. I think there's about 7 or 8 people registered for that, and can't wait. We're also going to see one of our community members' places. He's doing a renovation. We're going to film that. That's going to come to the channel. So we're going to talk about like renovation and opportunity and sort of like ideas about renovation. I'm really excited about that. A little secret that I can't quite tell you too much about, but when we were in Los Angeles, I had a really cool meeting. I don't want to jinx it, but like, if that comes to fruition, it's going to be super cool, super helpful, super exciting. It's going to really help grow our community, and fingers crossed. So, been a crazy week. We've been running around like mad. We're putting all sorts of effort and energy into the membership and the content and what we're doing and lining up experts. And I can't wait to launch that on December 1st. But even though we're running around, 2 things. We are committed to making you guys videos, so we wanted to give you this update, tell you what's going on. And 2, we listen to you. We've asked you to vote on other things, and we've paid close attention. So it was very apparent when asked about a podcast that many short-term rental university people like podcasts. They like it when they drive, they like it when they work out, they like it when they clean. And so we launched a podcast. Today, officially, we launch our podcast. It's on iTunes, and Charles has also launched a separate YouTube channel so that we don't put, you know, all the videos with the podcasts on this same channel. You're gonna have to go to the STRU Podcast channel, and I'm pleased to announce it's live today. We've got 2 podcasts live. The very first one is from one of our community members, Zach. He posted on Facebook that he made $21,000 in his shared place over the course of this year, and now he has a second place, and that was really, really a ton of engagement around that. There was something like 70 comments on our Facebook group, which reminds me, if you're not on our private Facebook group, please come and join us there. There's so much great, interesting content like this that when I flew to LA and saw the amount of engagement, I knew I was going to meet him at the meetup. I invited him to be our first podcast guest, and he was really thrilled. It was super cool. We had a great time. We had a great time chatting. You can watch that now if you want to see the video on the YouTube channel. If you want to just listen to it, you can do it on the YouTube channel or on iTunes. Everything is linked below. But what was really cool and really touched me was that Zach was so thoughtful, and he brought me a book as a gift.
I got you a little gift.
Oh, you're kidding me.
It's called Rhinoceros Success.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
So Zach, thank you so very much. And I encourage you to watch the video and or listen to the podcast and get to know one another better, which is sort of the whole point of the meetup. That's why we're here. What else? Charles, I had the tip. So from all the meetups that we had, there seemed to be a common theme that I emerged with, and Charles and I spoke about it. And I think it would be helpful to just like talk about it, because a lot of people aren't in the meetups, they're not able to come. And so like one common theme keeps coming up is that the early stage host, the early stage entrepreneur, the solopreneur, isn't valuing his or her time properly, right? Like there's this concept of, well, I don't want to charge for it, I'm doing it myself. And that doing it myself could be the cleaning. It could be running to Target and Home Depot and this and that and the other. And when I was a first-time entrepreneur, it's very common. It's like, oh, I'll just do it. I don't want to pay somebody to do it. Well, in the end, that's actually really detrimental to your business and to your success. And the reason is because you can only do so much. And then you're also very likely to burn out. Like it gets exhausting cleaning after every turnover. And you'll start to find that instead of wanting more business and one night stays and more turnover, you actually start to dread it. And that's really bad and you'll burn out. And so you should think about what price your time is worth, and it should be at least what you would pay somebody else to do the job. So if you pay somebody to clean $15 an hour or $20 an hour, then your time should be valued at $20 an hour. And if you clean the place yourself because you enjoy doing it, God bless you, that's fine, but make sure you charge a cleaning fee. And don't think that just like running to Target and going over here, there's gas, there's parking, there's wear and tear, there's your time, there's the liability, somebody could crash into you. So you're not doing anybody a favor by like carrying your time at zero. In fact, you're doing yourself a disservice. So start to think of your time as having value. And once you start doing that and charging people, then you'll start to free up yourself to think about more strategic initiatives and how you can improve yourself, how you can improve your business, how you can reduce costs. But if you're just go, that's not sustainable, and it's actually a bad way to think about it. So I think that's a recurring theme, and we're going to drill down a lot more on that because I know how challenging it is. I was there when I started my business, and one of the things that I'm really proud of is now I try and do as little as possible, right? Like my job is to be creative and use my mind, and I outsource just about everything else. And I'd encourage you to do the same thing. So I think that's it, Charles. Anything else? Go to the podcast, subscribe to that channel, check us out on iTunes, review us, give us good feedback. We want this to grow as well. Super excited. Can't wait to meet you all. Really appreciate it. I'm very much looking forward to Thanksgiving and then coming back and launching the membership. And I'm just so particularly grateful for all of your support and encouragement and for people traveling and coming great distances to see me. It's very humbling and I really, really appreciate it. And with that said, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join us on the Facebook group, listen to our podcast. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel,